Hello, be welcome here to one more video, and this video will be nice if you're thinking to come to Brazil. Maybe you are foreign, okay, and you are coming here and you want to live specifically in São Paulo, capital. This video I will mix. I'm native, okay, lived over the last 35 years here, and I will give you my inside view of being in São Paulo 3 times. Okay, I've been there 3 times, and I will tell my opinion and will mix with statistics about cost of living. Okay, I'm here with the number.com site. That is a very nice site that compares the cost of living, and let's talk about São Paulo, the points, the advantages and disadvantages here. Okay, so my opinion about São Paulo, first of all. Okay, I simply love that city. Okay, I've been there 3 times, and when I went there, I see a very well educated people. Okay, a very extroverted people, very polite, very educated people. There are very work. They love to work, to produce. Okay, it's a nice reality there. We see an excellent infrastructure. Okay, obviously you are in Brazil, you see many poor neighborhoods, favelas, things like this, but it's an inherent thing in that every big city in Brazil we have this, with a few exceptions. Okay, you see this poverty there. But São Paulo is the capital of Latin America, okay? It's the main financial center in Latin America. So everything that happens in Brazil mainly happens in São Paulo. Okay, so if you are going there to do business, if you are coming to Brazil to do business, to in some point to grow financially, think like this, entrepreneurship, whatever, São Paulo is the best place. Because we have the majority of opportunities are focused there. The main companies are there. Okay, so that's it. In São Paulo, you have a lot of things to do, a variety of service and products and goods and things to do. Good restaurants, international restaurants. You have a huge variety of every kind of restaurants you could imagine. Okay, so you don't need to travel to other countries to eat all over the world culinary there. Okay, we have this here where I live, that's in the northeast Brazil, but in São Paulo it's 100 times bigger than that. Okay, São Paulo has this advantage of being well connected with other very important cities and capitals in Brazil. That is Belo Horizonte, Minas Gerais. We have Rio de Janeiro, very near to these capitals, and the south region of Brazil that is very rich too. Okay, with Curitiba, Florianópolis, other cities, very important cities. So it's relatively near to these capitals. And what I have to say about the city itself? Okay. The city has a lot of parks, a lot of public environments, okay, because the money in Brazil is essentially there in São Paulo. Okay, there is this large influx of money there, circulation, so that helps a lot the state and the city to grow and have this public environment. Okay, so you have a lot of parks there. It's very nice. You have Ibirapuera's park, that is the largest park in Brazil, basically. Very beautiful, very nice. It's public. Okay. What I have to say about security? Okay. Well, Brazil has this chronic problem. Okay, I cannot say anything different. Of social safety, of crime, violence. Okay, and you have this in São Paulo a lot. Okay, I cannot lie. In every capital you have this problem in Brazil, because all the factors I mentioned in this channel, in other videos, okay? So it's not only in São Paulo you have this problem, you have this problem in every place, basically, unless you are going to live in the countryside. In the countryside, it's a different thing, but every time a city really gets big, you have this problem. But in São Paulo, the state of São Paulo, you have a lot of interesting cities near São Paulo that are very well developed, have a good quality of life too, and are not the main São Paulo, okay? So if you don't like huge cities, you can go to small ones that are near to São Paulo, 1 hour, 2 hours by car, okay? You can find nice cities. So I'm completely in love with São Paulo. Okay, someday if I have the conditions, I have the wish of living there one day. Okay, maybe I can do it. But let's talk about costs now. Okay, costs of living. I'm comparing here São Paulo with 4 capitals, main capitals in the world. I compare with New York, with Berlin in Germany. I compare to Lisbon in Portugal, and I compare with Toronto in Canada. Okay, let's compare to New York here. What the site numbers tells us. The consumer's price are 55% lower in São Paulo than in New York. The consumer price including rents are 70% lower in São Paulo, okay? São Paulo has, the rents in São Paulo are really expensive, but it's even cheaper than, a lot cheaper than New York, 70% lower. And you have a lot of options. It's 45% lower than Berlin, okay? It's 30% lower than Lisbon, and it's 49% lower than in Toronto. Okay, so we are talking about the expensive city in Brazil. Okay, obviously you can find a lot of cheaper capitals that has a good quality of life in other states in Brazil. Okay, and you can find that cities here in my channel. Okay, but in the end of the day, you have to analyze what are you looking for in Brazil. Are you a retired, let me say, American that you have passive income in euros or dollars, and you wanna just have a good quality of life here in Brazil? Maybe São Paulo is not the perfect spot, because we have cities in Brazil, as I mentioned in the channel, Florianópolis in Santa Catarina, that you have a excellent quality of life and is more cheap than São Paulo. You spend a little bit less than São Paulo. But if you wanna come Brazil to grow financially, in some way, to make money or do business, things like this, you need to go to São Paulo because the main companies are there. Okay, if you are rich, I'm not saying rich, but let me say you do like $5,000 or euros per month passively, some way, I don't know. It's a lot of money to Brazil. And if you are single or you have 2 persons, you and another person, with this kind of money you can live comfortably in São Paulo. You are not rich, but you can live comfortably. And that's it. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video, my tips here, my vision. If you have any questions, put in the comments. Okay, and don't forget to subscribe and like the channel, the video, to help me. Okay, thank you, see you.